Overall, though, this is, just beautiful.
Oh, God, I fucking hate him.
Marvel nerds are going to be eating that shit up.
Oh, my God.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Manly Things.
Sort of.
Podcast where we're talking men's fashion, and we are breaking down some looks from the past couple of weeks. We missed you guys this past weekend, but happy to be back.
Yeah, it was sad.
Yeah.
It was sad. I was sad.
Saturdays have become like, okay, 9 o'clock, we have our show coming out. This weekend it was a little bit...
the NBA Finals have been getting in the way, too.
Oh, yeah. And the Stanley Cup Finals, of course.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
F1, College World Series, baseball College World Series going on. So much sports happening.
The Philadelphia Soul in the Arena Football League doing really well this year. They don't even exist anymore.
No, Arena Football League is dead. My name is Evan Simonich, celebrity menswear stylist. Sally John to my left.
Sally John, I'm a voiceover actor and professional pooper.
I like I've never seen you wear this earring before.
Got a
awesome.
new piercing today.
Nice. Congratulations.
Hurt like a
bitch.
bitch.
We say inner cartilage. Is that where that's at?
It's called the rook.
The rook.
Yeah. Come on, get real.
The
inner
rook.
Cartilage.
Yeah,
What are you, some sort of scientist? Yeah, it's an oldie but goodie.
Dude.
Thank you very much. You can't really see, but maybe I'll
you post about it. We'll take a picture of it.
Okay.
Do you have to do the whole like clean it out and
for the next
6
year.
weeks. Yeah.
I have to take care of this bad boy.
Respect.
You're not supposed to pierce that part with a hoop because it sucks.
Yeah.
But I said, you know what? I need some thrill in my life.
Did our boy do it?
Yeah, Harrison. Our boy. Shout out Harrison McCall.
Harrison?
What's her name? Cardi B. She got her geech pierced.
He did that?
No, but he fixed it for her at one point. Very interesting.
For those of us lost, what's a geech?
The taint, but it's the professional term.
In between the vagina and the
Yes.
asshole. Yeah. I dig the outfit. I kind of going for like the firefighter look.
Yeah, I love. Can you let's tell us what you're wearing? 'Cause it's beautiful.
Officine General, corduroy kind of take on a suit situation. The pants I love. The jacket's a little on the bigger side. Black James purse, Margiela replicas. It's hot out here. It's hot in these streets.
You're telling me.
What do you got going on today?
R13 Kurt sneakers. Got my cute little Bombas socks. Honestly, don't like Bombas anymore.
Not a big Bombas guy.
Yeah, I don't like them anymore because they keep riding down. It seems like there's no elastic. Bomba, do better. Issey Miyake harem pants. Glass Cypress.
I dig that one.
A busted ass Urban Outfitters toque, and
the color palette is great.
I
like
hate
the
it.
green and purple.
Feeling really uncomfortable.
Oh no, you look good.
I
The
stuck
green and
out like
purple's
a
nice.
sore thumb in my office, which is all white.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Awful.
Cool. When you see someone like that, I think like I would gravitate towards you versus like someone not dressed in all white or something like that.
Okay.
So
Cool. Thank you.
warm colors, yeah. Like I said, we're gonna break down some looks today. First, though, Brad Pitt's in the news, guys. F1 is coming out. I feel like this is the summer of movies. If you think about Mission Impossible coming out, obviously Lilo and Stitch. You know, what was the Jack Black, Jason Momoa?
Minecraft. Are you joking? Chicken Jockey.
Yeah. Then we have Jurassic Park. Obviously, Superman.
I actually read that Superman is projected to do better than the Fantastic Four. So eat that, Pedro Pascal.
I think Superman is meant for like kids, families, everything like that. Fantastic Four is a niche nerd thing. I feel like only
for boomers. Dude.
Marvel nerds are gonna be eating that shit up. Yeah. But F1 sports guys, Mission Impossible didn't do that well in it.
Did it not?
I don't know if it didn't. Did it do well or did it not do well?
We're the research team
waiting
on
on
it.
it. While we wait, I'll ask you a question, Evan. As a father who is probably going to see Lilo and Stitch with his kids.
So my oldest is obsessed with the cartoon. So I think we're waiting for Lilo to come out on the streamer.
Okay.
Yeah.
From what I've seen,
it looks like garbage.
It looks fucking
terrible.
bad.
It looks terrible.
Like offensively bad, maybe.
But I think that, from my understanding,
compared
it's really
to the original
good.
cartoon.
But the original one's really, it's a good movie.
No, the original one is, well, that's the thing though. It's a classic and it's an amazing movie, but then you remake it live action.
It looks so dumb.
Okay, we have a report on Mission Impossible. All in all, it's made $506 million.
Okay.
I assume the budget for that movie was probably around 350, 400.
So, yeah. Okay.
So they're in the green.
I think it's good.
But probably they want it to be $1 billion movie. They might get there, but they probably won't.
The Jurassic Park movies, we can be done with those, right?
I think so.
I love Jurassic Park. Do we need 8 of them? Before we get into all the F1 press, and when this episode comes out, I'm sure there will be hitting more markets, but they just hit Mexico, and he was just on the cover of GQ, him, Damson Idris, and Lewis Hamilton. And I thought it came out pretty dope. The GQ releases just like a behind-the-scenes video of the shoot. I guess it took place in Iceland or the Netherlands or somewhere deep, far away. I think Brad looks so good, all rugged, and this has him on a bike and walking through water. What do you think about that? Yeah, with the green and the yellow turtleneck,
I'll
green
take that
jacket.
fit any day.
Where was the shot? It was shot somewhere kind of crazy. Lewis is always going to look good. Are you an F1 fan at all?
I never watched a race in my life.
Drive to Survive fan.
Yeah. That's it. I'm glad you said that versus like I'm an F1 fan because of Drive to Survive. Yeah. Okay, so obviously some great images of Brad. He's got that rugged
Can I be
shaved
honest
head,
with you?
beard. You don't like it?
Can I be honest with
Oh,
you?
please give it to me, please.
I think the fits and the styling are great, but that video is so corny.
It was way too
dude.
corny. It was also
All
all
those
over the place.
dramatic
Yeah.
looks and like camera sweeps.
Well, especially if
Come
you have like Lewis super sharp, you have Damson kind of, I don't know what he was really all the wearing, and then Brad's really rugged. Yeah, it was kind of all over the place. So here he is. I think they hit Mexico City first, and this was the photo call. Yeah, this was the photo call look. So he's in a pink double-breasted, what looks like a linen suit, baby blue shirt, and I want to say the buttons are baby blue as well, white sneakers. What do you think about this look?
Well, it's the first photo of the press tour, and I'm already curious as to like what they talked about theme-wise and
I know.
and like the through line
Yeah.
aspect of all these fits. It's cool. I think it actually is great. The pink doesn't necessarily flush his skin out because it's the same color as his lips.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah.
The white shoes I'm not totally in love with. I wish it were a brown shoe. Maybe I think that would have made a little bit more sense. I don't love it. I don't love linen suits.
Yeah.
Linen suits piss me off because you always see the wrinkles and like, are you supposed to be impressed by the wrinkles? Not
I know.
like what? Oh man, wow, linen. You look horrible.
Well, linen obviously is crucial for the summer just because it is such a lighter fabric. Color wise for him, I agree with you. I think it's very similar to his skin tone. I go back to the GQ story and I like him kind of rugged and dirty and beat up a little bit. Grooming wise, I love the buzz cut. I wish he had that beard still. He's kind of looking a little beat up in this picture right here. But yeah, for me, this doesn't really hit the mark.
Do you know why I love him clean shaven more than rugged?
Why is that?
Because it reminds me of his GQ shoot from like 2002, I think, where he was wearing all the dresses.
Oh, I don't remember that one. Oh, is that a good
Oh
one?
my God.
But I think you could have hit the nail on the head where Damson Idris shows up to so this is the premiere and he's in a Hader Ackerman Tom Ford look and it's just color. So he's in like a deep purple shirt, like looks like a silk shirt and very vibrant purple trouser. And I love this. And I'm also going to include the runway photo. All it's missing is just an overcoat and the tie. But the idea of it all is there, and it looks just beautiful on him, especially with the loose fit and everything. What do you think about this look right here?
I love the color purple. No pun intended. Love that musical
color,
as
of
well.
course, yeah.
But I love the shade of purple that his pants are
Yeah.
not in comparison, but against his skin tone. It almost warms up the whole look. You
100%.
you expect purple and black to be very like I'm using introverted, but like it's very it's cold.
Yeah.
But I think it's a warmer and it's a warmer purple and the fabric gives it a nice like gleam.
100%. I almost wish the accessories, like he is wearing a choker. I wish he almost went a little bit harder on the accessories, like more rings, bracelets, necklaces.
It would have been nice to see that third color of contrast, that silver.
Yeah. Because then you have Brad for the premiere. Same idea. It's like a lavender suit, white shirt, little pocket square. Looks better. The skin looks great in this one. I feel like the suit's just a little bit big on him in terms of the trouser.
Yeah,
But-
the trousers for sure.
But if you think about the past couple of years, Brad's been doing this whole like relaxed suit vibe. I kind of wish he would just go back to the tailoring. If I think of like peak Brad Pitt, I'm thinking like Ocean's 11, where everything was so like just fitted on him. And I wish he would kind of go back to that. But overall, man, it's Brad Pitt, and I think he's pulling this off. What do you think about this one?
I've never seen Ocean 1 through 25. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right?
Yeah,
Or it starts at 11.
Yeah. So that'll be a touch. Maybe in the coming weeks we'll kind of revisit the whole F1 press tour, especially with all the summer movies coming out. Yeah.
I will say that one came out this morning or last night that drives me freaking insane. Let me send it to you.
So it's like a blue velvet jacket, Wait, everything's just way too big.
God, what
he almost looks like
the pinstripe shirt underneath. Are you joking?
I will say the girlfriend looks incredible. She looks great. Brad everything just looks way too big. The Tony Awards, big theater guy. Formerly a big theater guy.
Yeah, I'm triggered now every time I think about theater.
Did you watch the Tony Awards this year?
I did, but I watched it like this,
okay,
like through my fingers.
Why is that?
Because recently Broadway has, I think, turned into a cash cow where they just keep writing musicals based on TV and film.
Okay.
And it's never translated well because you can't take, well, okay, sorry. I know the Good Night and Good Luck with George Clooney has been getting rave reviews, but movie.
But it's because it's George Clooney, though, correct?
Yeah, the movie is way too good and does not translate very well onto Broadway. Anyway, I also don't think that the dancing on Broadway is up to par with anything that was going on in
interesting.
The 2000s and like before that. So it's all it is like a cash cow and a rock concert, and I fucking despise Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh my God. Okay.
I will never throw respect on that name unless you're talking about In the Heights. Because
okay, good.
OG, love that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Cannot live without it because it was a staple in my musical theater journey. However, everything else after, you mean Hamilton, or no, I'm sorry, In the Heights 2, and then In the Heights 3 that's coming out.
No, is there really?
No, he just writes the same fucking music, but under different context.
That's true.
Sorry, Lynn.
Just and throw Moana.
And you kind of look like garbage on the red carpet, dude.
Wait, question for you. In terms of celebrities playing roles, has that always been a thing? You think about Broadway back in 60s, 70s, 80s. Were movie stars going back and playing roles on stage, going back to film, going back to Broadway?
I actually think back then it was probably more of a common occurrence because media and theater were so relative back then. Now it's turned into like a phenomenon or a moment in time. You see these celebrities, they're only on for like 2 months.
Yeah.
They don't, because a normal Broadway stint, you're there for like 6 to 8 months.
Yeah. Well, because I was thinking like to sell tickets, you almost need a face or a name to drive that production, So that's why I was curious about, if celebrities were a big thing back then versus now.
I don't know for sure, but I also kind of know for sure that I'm sure that a lot of TV and film people were doing theater as well.
Okay. I think it's important for actors to kind of just show that they're well versed, and if they have the opportunity to do it,
it's important for actors to be on the stage because it's the most difficult form of acting, 100%. In my opinion, because it's happening in the moment and you have 0 takes.
100%. It's like an athlete. Thank you.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Do you think about Shohei Ohtani hitting home runs left and right?
That's what I'm saying. Have you seen his batting average?
Bro,
crazy.
Dodgers first place.
I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
Okay. First guy I want to talk about was Dan Amboyer. Do you know who Dan Amboyer is?
No, I don't.
I don't either, but he looks sharp. This is one of my favorite looks from the night. Almost like a pinkish red velvet tuxedo jacket, double-breasted.
I'm going to call it a deep salmon.
Thank you. With a light pink tie, a bow tie, black trouser, and I love I need to find out what the name of these shoes are, where it's like a black and white loafer.
Creepers,
yeah, like a version of a creeper. I love this. I'm sure as he walked up to this red carpet, seeing the background being very similar to the jacket, he was like, shoot, I'm going to blend into this thing. overall, I think this is a very good look. The one issue I have with it is he's on a double-breasted suit, jacket, tuxedo jacket, whatever. The
Not
bottom
both
button, you don't. Yeah, the
buttons,
bottom
dude.
button.
Even I know
don't,
this.
Yeah, the bottom button. Please don't button. Just do the top one that closes the jacket up. Don't do the bottom one. Other than that, I think this is a beautiful look. I love the light bow tie compared to the jacket. He could have even done like a black bow tie, and it would have all been beautiful. Overall, I think this is a great look. What do you think?
Agreed. And he made the mistake of buttoning that bottom button.
Yeah.
However, he could have resolved it by giving us a little bit better of a pose. Right now, he's looking like just an NPC that's walking on the red carpet.
Yeah. Robotic.
I wish he would have like put one foot in front of the other and maybe puffed his chest a little bit, maybe one hand in the pocket, because then we would have seen more than just a straight line.
True. That's a good point. And overall, fit-wise, I think it's great. I think this guy's kind of a big dude because just looking at the proportions. But overall, very strong look. We've got to pay attention to Mr. Dan and Boyer, okay? Another favorite of ours is Anthony Ramos, speaking of In the Heights. I think how was the performance of that Hamilton that we had a little bit of a reunion, right?
Yeah, I don't care. Again,
Okay.
it's just In the Heights 2 for me.
Okay.
So it was cool to see the reunion. I mean, okay. It wasn't the right show to do a 10-year reunion.
I
like,
I
are
agree.
you joking? Alexander Hamilton?
It's actually a very large point of contention online that Anthony Ramos was not in the Hamilton reunion.
Oh, he wasn't.
Well, he was like on stage for a group number for
At
like
the very,
2
he was on
seconds.
stage for the final moment.
He cheated on the person that plays Peggy when they were in the show together.
Oh. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Dude,
I
the
get
shit the drama, the relationship
I'm
drama,
sure.
the interpersonal drama that goes on in theater and on Broadway is maniacal.
It's almost gotta be like a high school situation.
Worse. It's
'Cause
high school.
You're so tight. You're seeing everyone every
It's
day.
high school kids on heroin.
Oh boy.
It's awful.
Okay. But yeah, like I said, Anthony, he looks very sharp. Maybe like pretty dressed up for the Tony Awards, especially for someone who's obviously not nominated or anything like that. I think this look plays anywhere else. I think the Tony Awards, I think it's a bit much. However, very sharp. Very, very, very sharp. What do you think about this one?
I think the grooming is beautiful. That's what
Yeah.
I'm looking at because it's all black and
Yeah.
his hair looks really great.
And the beard's great. So again, you have him from Hamilton, obviously, and then we have Mr. Leslie Odom Jr. Again, Hollywood guy now, a little bit above the whole stage situation. He's in a Fear of God look with the sunglasses on. So it's an oversized, maybe like a light brown pinstripe suit with the white turtleneck. I think this is.
Would you call this a zoot suit?
Yeah, a play on a zoot suit. Mr. Jerry Lorenzo's play on a zoot suit. I think this is just a bit much. Overall, like to the eye, I think it looks good with the black boots and the black sunglasses. But I think this is just Mr. Cool Guy showing up to what I used to do back in the day. And what do you think?
Ain't nothing special. If it was a different color, I might have more to say to it. But
yeah, I think for the Tony Awards, this is a little on the funky side.
mm-hmm.
Bob Odenkirk, your boy from Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul, one of my faves.
I think this look is phenomenal
Mm-hmm.
for an older guy. For the Tony Award, this like screams Tony Awards. It's like it's a blue suit, but like has some shimmer to it. It looks almost like it has like rhinestones on it.
Queen.
So good with a light. I love the light blue tuxedo shirt with the blue bow tie. Overall, man, this is unbelievable. What do you think?
Something that I would wear.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would argue and say that the black shoes don't work. I don't know what I would put there.
Maybe like a dark brown shoe.
I was gonna say a tan suede.
Tan suede. Yeah,
not like a camel tan, but like a cardboard tan.
It's tough, man. Like you maybe even go velvet and have it like some sort of velvet there. I don't know, like a velvet
blue
slipper?
shoes, navy blue shoes.
Yeah. However, I mean, they could. If you look really closely, I think they might be a navy blue situation. But they are reading. I think if you go with like a different fabric, I think this is the navy blue leather. If you went a different fabric, I think it would hit.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, though, this is, just beautiful.
Shout out Bob.
Yeah. And Jonathan Groff.
One of my favorite Broadway actors ever.
Thank you for saying that.
Spring Awakening, yum.
The amount of respect I have for this dude. Have you ever seen Mindhunter on Netflix?
Yeah.
He's so good in the show. So good in the show. He's the main guy in Mindhunter.
Is that him?
He's Mindhunter.
Whoa. Do you know that there's another Broadway girl on in movies right now?
No.
Megan Fahey.
Oh
in
yeah, she's
Sirens.
Broadway.
She's Broadway. She was in the original
from
Next
White
to
Lotus.
Normal. Yeah.
Whoa.
Her voice is
She's
insane.
breathtaking. I have no idea she had a
She's
good
all right. Like
I
6
mean.
out of 10. Just kidding.
Okay. In Tom Brown.
Remember, I'm into women over the age of 70.
All red 3-piece suit. Tom Brown classic proportions where they're a little like on the smaller side. So you see more cuff, you see more boot. Overall, love this. What do you think the one thing I'm going to say about it is? I just wish the tie was done up all the way. I know it's like a small
you
thing.
Hate that.
Again, it's a Tom Brown thing. They like that like schoolboy thing, you know. But overall, I think this is beautiful. Shout out AK Groomer for doing his grooming. Hair looks great. I want to say Erica Cloud did the styling as well, who's phenomenal with him. Overall, looks great. Okay, so this is Tom Francis.
Mm-hmm.
Custom Todd Snyder look. I want to say he was nominated. He was a nominated actor at the Tony Awards.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful brown double-breasted tuxedo. I love the cream shirt. When you're going with like an earth tone like that, I like the whole. I wouldn't say monochromatic, but downplaying the white and going with like a light brown. Overall, I think this is beautiful. What do you think?
Tom Francis, 25, going on like
I know
38. He looks nothing like his age. And I don't have it. You say everything that I have to say about the fits, but I will say that Rachel, what's her face, is doing Evita on the West End.
Okay.
And the production is like a copy and paste of
really?
the Sunset Boulevard production.
That's what he's in Sunset. That's what he was nominated
Yes,
for. Okay.
he was the lead in Sunset Boulevard.
Okay.
And apparently, because of this show and Evita on the West End, Black Box Theater is coming back to Broadway, which is pissing a lot of people off. Do you know why?
No,
Because
we should have a
Black
whole
Box Theater makes a lot of people uncomfortable.
Wait, is it a
You're
show?
supposed to be a professional theater goer when you go to a Black Box Theater production.
Okay. Wait. Is Black Box Theater a production company or is it a show?
It's a production in a smaller
It is
theater.
a physical theater. A black box theater is a kind of theater. So it's a full, all
okay.
It
black
seats
walls,
less than
black.
200.
Whoa.
It's a really small, like intimate theater experience. It's
Okay.
a lot of them are in there's a lot of them in Manhattan. There's like a very small, and a lot of them are owned by like like Philip Seymour Hoffman owned one.
And so they're not on Broadway. And now that
a
there's
lot of them are
one.
off Broadway,
Okay.
or a lot of them are on Broadway, but they're like very exclusive. Almost a lot of them are invite-only shows or like pre-screenings for shows. They're very small little things.
So it's weird that Broadway has taken this perspective and initiative to like pull back, because the whole point of Broadway is to like project
Yeah, of course.
and give it your all.
Mhm.
And so to see TV and film and media implemented into Broadway as much as it has been in Sunset Boulevard and Good Night and Good Luck, it's very disconcerting, and it makes me feel like that like classic Broadway is a lost cause at this point. I don't know if it has any staying power anymore, because
that's a shame.
this and a lot of other, or a few other current productions have tainted the image of Broadway, in my opinion.
So Sunset Boulevard was obviously the old like 1920s, 1930s film made into a production, right?
Mhm.
Do you?
I believe it was a Broadway production first.
Oh, okay. That's what I was wondering. Okay. So do you don't like the whole like movie?
I believe it was a TV. It was a movie first.
Okay.
Sorry, I got a big.
No, I get that. Okay, I understand what you're saying. So, yeah, you make me a little worried for Broadway.
I'm really like sweaty because I'm very passionate about.
I love it.
Theater.
No, I love this. No, this is great.
Also, I hate Hadestown. I think it's one of the worst musicals ever.
Was Hadestown nominated? What was that? Was that a big time one?
It's from like last year. I hate Hadestown.
Okay. Wait, where did Hadestown?
That is not the general consensus of that play.
Not at all.
Everyone loved it?
Totally unpopular opinion.
Talk about inside baseball. I love it. Speaking of things that we like and dislike,
Oh
we've
man,
got Mr. Aaron Chris.
One time I
Dude.
went to his karaoke bar. It was called Granny fucking something.
Rest in peace.
And RIP. It lasted 8 months. and I went with David and the cast of The Politician, and
Yeah.
speaking of Evita,
They were
got
big
to
time.
see Patti LuPone sing
Wow.
"Don't Cry for Me, Argentina" a little tipsy.
I will say he's a phenomenal actor. He's so good in the Ryan Murphy, Versace.
Glee?
So,
Not okay.
not good. So good in that, and obviously congratulations for taking home the award. And here's him on the red carpet with the very vibrant double-breasted tuxedo, very loud black and silver situation. Thoughts on this guy?
He's a flamboyant guy, and this
Very flamboyant,
leans into the flamboyancy of it all. My one of my friends met him and said he was a really nice guy.
Good to know. Then we're moving on to so he took home 2 Tonys. What was the second Tony for? Production?
Best show.
Oh, best show.
Yeah.
This one to me, I don't mind. The first one's fine. He has been dressing very flamboyantly over. This one to me is just very costumey. I think
This one sucks.
This one.
When he fucking showed up on stage wearing this,
this was this way. So he was wearing this.
accepted the award for
man.
best. And
I
he
would
went,
have gone the other
I want
way.
to thank everybody. He talks like this, and he's so charismatic. Oh God, I fucking hate him. Sorry.
I just think it's very magician David Copperfield kind of situation going on here. But obviously, congratulations to him for bringing it home. Grooming wise, I wouldn't say like the skin and the hair. I think everything was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll chalk it up to the grooming.
Yeah,
Nicely done grooming.
Yeah, good job, Darren Chris.
Thank you, Tony Awards.
Took my place on Broadway. I was supposed to be him.
No, yeah, man,
Fucker.
that'd have been awesome. Thank you for the Tonys recap.
Of course,
Good.
anytime.
We should dive in at some point to a whole Broadway situation because I would love. I mean, obviously you've given us a lot of knowledge on that now.
I know everything about Broadway
Love it.
before 2010.
When we do some shows from New York, we'll do a whole Broadway situation.
Okay.
Okay, so I wanted to. We're gonna wrap the show up here. We had 5 looks that we're gonna just kind of quickly go by. This was the Gotham Awards. We're gonna fly through a couple. Brian Tyree Henry. I think this look is phenomenal. It's an all-white, double-breasted suit with the black ribbon tie. This could get very Colonel Sanders KFC situation. The way he played it was great. He's got such good little details to it. He's got a nice little chain wallet situation going on, a lapel pin, amazing watch, rings, accessories-wise. This is beautiful. What do you think about this one?
I didn't know anything about him until I started watching the show Dope Thief.
Right. I remember
Which is
you love that show.
fantastic.
Out of Philly, right? Shout out Philly.
Shout out Philly. And to see him wearing this compared to his character in that show is so cool.
Yeah.
Because he looks so sharp and dapper right here.
Yeah. Oh,
And
he's
in
like rugged in the
Oh
in
my
the show.
God.
Yeah.
He's a drug dealer. He's a fake
Well, did you watch
FBI
Did you watch
guy.
Atlanta?
Huh?
Did you watch Atlanta at all with
No.
Childish Gambino at all? He plays like a rapper trying to come up, and he's like very like hey I'm so and so.
He's really good at talking naturally, like stuttering and stuff. And
Yeah. No, great
love
actor. Great actor. Overall, great look. I think this is phenomenal. Rami Youssef is into the whole
He keeps showing
oversized
up, and I'm
suit thing,
sick
man.
of him, dude.
Just wear a suit that fits. That's all we gotta say.
Like it's
Just
been
wear one
it's
that
been about
fits,
2
dude.
years of you not fitting into suits, dude.
Yeah.
Come on. What's the stylist's name?
Rami
Youssef?
No, we're not gonna name
Okay.
stylists. We're not naming stylists anymore, people.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Sam Nivell. We got from the White Lotus. He's been doing a good job. Ilaria's been actually doing we're not naming stylists. Ilaria has been doing a really good job with him. He's got some great brands helping out. The whole crop. What do you think about the whole crop suit situation? I don't mind it.
Yeah, I love it, and because it's sort of like in the same realm of Tom Brown, and Tom Brown is my favorite right now.
Yeah.
I'm all for
Well,
it.
especially for someone who's so young and it's just a playful act on like just normal suiting. He can get away with some like this is a double-breasted suit that's really high up, pinstripe with the green. He's doing a really good job with the colors. Overall, yeah, I think this is sick with the black Chelseas.
Dig it.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Looking like a weirdo.
Yeah, all white. I want to say this could potentially be Tom Ford. All white jacket. So this is like another play on rather than doing the whole suit situation, going more bomber jacket with the button-up shirt, pants, boots. I actually don't mind this. Like I just wish it was a different color. All white on a white dude. Especially like a pale white dude is just a little bit much for me. I love the idea for it. However, I just don't think this executes all that well. He's been doing so well. making a name for himself over the past 10 years or whatever, especially with all the Tom Ford stuff that he's done. However, I think this one might be a little bit of a miss.
Is he in 28 Years Later?
Yeah. Do you like those movies?
28 Days Later is
Okay.
my favorite horror flick.
Okay. One of my all-time best friends, who's a big fan of our show. Shout out Mario. Love you to death.
Mario, love you, dude.
Love you, dude. He's been trying to get me to watch these movies forever.
At least watch the first two. I don't know. I think
This has to be good.
I was just gonna say the trailer looks insane.
So good.
It does.
I
But
feel like-
I'm worried that it's going to be a long leg situation where the trailer and the marketing is really amazing, and then you watch the movie and it's like, I don't know if you guys know this either, but that movie, this new one, is shot on iPhone.
No, the whole thing.
The whole movie is shot on iPhone.
Is
Well,
it,
I mean, it's like a ridiculous version of iPhone. It's a rig, and it's lenses.
when you say so like the iPhone's on the thing and they're
the
doing
iPhone
this
is the
whole thing.
base level
Yeah.
unit, so that's
Okay.
what they're using to shoot the
For
movie. I guess.
cinephiles like you guys, when you guys hear a movie is being shot on an iPhone, do you like that or do you dislike that?
Gonna relate to Lucas. He's way more of a cinephile.
Does it
than me.
matter
I
to
don't
you,
like
Lucas,
it.
at all, or
I'm
no?
gonna be honest. I don't like it.
I think it's just like low,
I'd rather.
low
I
budget.
want a digital camcorder, a Panasonic.
Well, the interesting thing about these movies specifically is like the first one was shot on a DV camera. So that's probably why you have never seen them, because it's like never been available anywhere, because
Yeah.
it looks like garbage. So I think they're like trying to continue that sort of like using whatever modern technology to shoot these movies.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, and I'm, for the record, I'm pro iPhone shooting. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
28. Did you like the 28 Days Later? Did you see those movies?
I love 28 Days Later. I haven't seen 28 Weeks Later.
Okay.
And
It's so good.
I probably won't see this movie because I'm really scared of zombies.
Yeah.
Solid.
So my best friend, we lived together freshman and sophomore year in college, and we had stacks of DVDs. I had like baseball movies and rom-coms on my side, and he had nothing but horror movies. So whenever I see that that logo of the 28 days and years, I think I see it in red on DVD, that cover of the box in that, that.
You ever
face or
seen
whatever.
The Terrifier? Is that what it's called? The Terrifier?
Oh, are you a big horror
It's-
movie fan?
Oh yeah, Terrifier. It's an easy watch.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm sure.
You should check it out.
The Terrifier, yeah, I'm sure. Shout out Mario, love you to death, dude, love you. And then we have Drew Starkey. So we have
Shout out
Tudum.
Outer Banks, dude.
Yeah, your
my
favorite,
favorite
dude, your
show of all
absolute
time.
Favorite. This is
Chase Stokes, best actor
This
ever.
is from your boy Chase. This is from Tudum. Do you know what Tudum is?
I've heard of the brand recently. Yeah.
No. Do you know what Tudum is?
No.
Okay, so this is Netflix's this is Netflix's CinemaCon where they announce things that are coming out. Tudum is the sound that the Netflix makes. And kind of dumb. I know. It's very stupid. I thought it was a decent idea, but now thinking about it, it's kind of dumb. And Sally has left the building. So again, this is this is Drew Starkey in Acne Studios. Acne Studios coming back and making suits, which I love that. I hope like plaid suits are coming back. I think this could be fun. They were super popular back like 10, 15 years ago. I think what Warren did here is phenomenal with the white t-shirt underneath like a very busy suit, kind of keeping it plain and simple. Overall, I think this is a beautiful, beautiful look. Shout out Rachel. Oh, I'm gonna what's her fucking name? Rachel.
Brosnahan,
No,
you
no.
did great as Lois Lane in Superman.
Pineapple. Shout out Rachel Burney, who did the grooming. She's an awesome groomer, and she did a phenomenal job here with Mr. Drew Starkey over here.
By the way, I just want to say that Tudum
Please.
is the Netflix thing. I get that, but let's remember that Tudum is originally Law and Order, because Tudum is the accent is on the dum. Tudum is Law and Order. So
I wonder if there's got to be copyright infringement
we should
somewhere.
probably reach out to Dick Wolf and let him know that this is happening.
Uncle Dick.
Uncle Dick.
This is one of my favorite. Over the past couple weeks, I think this look right here from Caleb McLaughlin is phenomenal from Stranger Things. Full Tom Brown look right here with the suit, shorts, plaid, almost like what was the skirt? I always draw a blank on the skirt name.
Squirt?
No,
A kilt?
Kilt. Yes, I'm sorry.
Half kilt.
Kilt, short, sock, boot, tie, all over. I love this look. What do you think about this?
Tom Brown is making me cream
So good.
all over the red carpet this
so
year.
good. Yeah. Well done, Caleb. Well done, Tom. And these are the looks from the past couple of weeks, dude.
Quick shout
everyone's
out
kinda bringing
to Chase that we just had recently, the stylist from
yeah, Chase Dennis.
Chase Dennis. He and Tremel Tillman have been
Killing it.
killing it.
They did such a great job in Cannes, like we talked about, and overall, and talking to Chase too. He was Tremel was working in London, so he had to do everything via FaceTime at weird hours of the night, and shipping and everything like that. Such a lot of work handling all that kind of stuff. Stylists are basically logistics people. We're just making sure clothing gets from one place to the next place, and he absolutely killed it.
Breaking news right before we get into where to follow us on socials.
Shohei
is starting tomorrow, baby.
That's huge. God, right before I get on the fucking plane for this press tour.
Dude,
I
go
gotta watch
Lakers,
this.
right?
Go Lakers.
Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Manly Things Pod. You can also check out our website, www.manlythingspod.com. Email us pictures of yourself, either like selfies, mirror selfies, or ask your girlfriend or boyfriend or partner friend to take pictures of you wearing your best or worst. And we're
going to break
rate
it down.
and review.
And especially going into summers, this is big time wedding season. We want to see what you guys are wearing for weddings and all things surrounding weddings, So we want
I
to see
wear
you guys dressed
trench
up.
coats to weddings,
You do.
especially in the summer.
In the summer in Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Overall, thank you guys for listening. This has been Manly Thing.
Sort of.